It's hot.
Some of you guys already know this.
I don't care for the heat.
I don't mind the summer. I like the summertime. I like the joyous atmosphere. I like people being happy to go outside again and being out in nature and doing fun activities and all that. But I don't like
the heat.
Nonetheless, I'm glad I have fragrances to get me through those hot days. And we are in the midst of one of several heat waves we've had this summer so far. By the time you see this video, maybe it won't be so hot.
Incredible.
So I got 5 fragrances here. I'm gonna keep this super simple. These are fragrances that I've actually been wearing over the past week or so. Just figured I'd do a video on them because I've been really enjoying them. They've been perfect for the heat. They've been performing beautifully. They've been smelling amazing out in the sun, out in the heat. So it is a little bit of an uplifting quality for me. And it kind of takes my mind off the fact that I'm literally burning to a crisp out on the street. Anyway, let's dive into it. In no particular order here, I just got them here in front of me. This is from Xerjoff. I love this fragrance. One of the most quintessential summer fragrances, one of the best values for money in regards to a niche fragrance. This is Renaissance, 1861 Renaissance. So cooling. It is the smoothest mint fragrance I've ever smelled. It's very natural smelling mint. It is very green. It is very cooling and fresh. Lots of bright, juicy citruses. It's tart, but it's kind of creamy and smooth and round, almost with this like ambery warmth as it dries. Very musky, and it lasts for freaking ever. It does not go away. It is, again, one of the best values for money in regards to a summer niche fragrance. This is one of my favorites for sure. That is Xerjoff Renaissance. I've been a little bit hesitant to talk about this fragrance as of late because it has been unavailable for some months now. Who knows if it'll be back? Maybe they'll remarket it, rebrand it with another name. I hope so, because it's too good of a fragrance to not be available. But this is Oligarch from Roja Parfums. This, as many of you know, is in my top 3 from the brand. For the summertime, it's basically #1. It is many things all at once, but so wearable, very complex, very well crafted, high quality, elegant, luxurious, but still very fresh, very easy to wear by anyone, and strong and powerful. It is fresh citruses and fruit, apple. It does have this slightly green medicinal quality that I don't know where that's coming from. It's something that's almost reminiscent of eucalyptus, but don't let that turn you off. It's just me and my nose. It's just what I get. That adds some dimension to the scent. It's woody, musky. There's so much going on all at once. A lot of people say it smells like Terre. I kind of see that, but this has a fruitiness that Terre does not have. So that is Roja Parfum Oligarch. I've been really enjoying this one. This is my scent of the day today. Today is actually Grace's birthday, the day I'm filming this. So happy birthday, Grace. But she's already seen me for the day and we've been doing stuff and we have more stuff to do. It'll be a great day and it already has been. And I wore L'Humaniste. We went out to brunch and she loved the way it smelled. It's one of the most uplifting fragrances in my collection. Even though it's not the strongest fragrance out there, I still think it is worth the money because of the scent profile and quality, because of the effect that it can have. It is so cooling and fresh. Lots of juniper berries, so it does have this gin-like cooling, refreshing quality paired with some bright citruses, a little bit of woods in there, a little bit herbaceous, and a little bit fruity actually, and spicy. Perfectly unisex. Some people might say it's a little masculine, but I think anyone can wear this. If you like something fresh and uplifting that is great quality, has a little bit of a gin boozy vibe that is very refreshing, do check out L'Humaniste from Frapin. Here's one I had to grow into. Well, mainly I just had to let it macerate. When I first got this bottle, I did not like this fragrance. It smelled really weird to me. It was very disappointing. I let it sit in the dark for like 6 months or maybe almost a year. I've come back to it and I'm wowed. I am blown away with how much it changed and how much I love it and how much my wife loves it because she didn't like it before. This is Viking Cologne from Creed, one of their newest release for men actually, from last year. This is completely turned on 180. I'm not even gonna go into what it smelled like before, but now it does smell like literally a cologne version of the original Viking, which I love. It does have a bit of a barbershop quality, kind of a classic gentleman masculine quality, but way more bright and fresh, less rich and creamy, a little musky, and still spicy, and does have a reminiscence of the original Viking, but again, just kind of lightened up, but still fairly robust. This thing doesn't just disappear after 5 hours on my skin. It's actually lasting pretty good. So thoroughly enjoying Viking Cologne. Huge turnaround, happy to say it. And finally, a brand new fragrance from the House of Hermes. I did a live stream on this not too long ago where I unboxed it, smelled it for the first time. I enjoyed it then. I've worn it several times since, and I still really enjoy it. Is it a knock out of the park? No, not a knock out of the park. Not like the best designer release in years, but it definitely surprised me. It's definitely more than what I was expecting. Terre de Hermes Eau Givrée, frozen water. The name is so apt. I think there's a lot of citron in here, which is kind of a dry lemon-like citrus, but there's something called Timur pepper in here, which is a pepper that is known to smell like grapefruit. So if you smell grapefruit, there's a reason. Very, very juicy, very cold. Frozen is the name here. It definitely does smell frozen. So that citrus opening is incredible. It is one of the best citrus openings I've smelled in a long time. As it dries down, it's still very, very nice, but it starts to actually remind me of their previous release, H24, perfumed by the same perfumer, Christine Nagel, I think. And she seems to have maybe used the same base or similar base ingredients between the two, where you do get this kind of metallic green, musky base. But I actually like this more than H24. It's like you take H24 and you add this very cold, refreshing, juicy citrus on top. Very tart, very frozen smelling. You add that on top and it just gives it more dimension. It smells more interesting to me than H24, which is still a nice scent, but I'm enjoying this one. I think so far, you know, some people like numbers. I would give this a solid 7.75 going on 8 out of 10. It's a solid release. It is not like everything else that's coming out from designer brands. I still do applaud Hermes for doing something a little different. Terre de Hermes Eau Givrée, definitely get a sample if you can. Don't run out and blind buy it based on this video. Get you a sample. I can easily say it's worth trying because I like it. Check it out. Anyway, that's it for me. Let me know if you've tried and enjoyed any of these fragrances I've talked about. What have you been wearing the most? What is one scent you've worn the most? If it's been super hot where you are, let me know. If it hasn't been super hot where you are,
then please tell me where that is because I'd like to be there.
Seriously.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.